Guys, welcome back to another episode of Hookers TV. Today's going to be a little bit of a different episode. We're going to be doing an experiment on the tires of my car. First off, sorry, my voice is super nasally. I have really bad allergies, and it is just kicking my butt in the middle of March right now. We're going to be putting Dupli-Color tire paint on one tire, and then the Optimum tire coating on another, and then Adam's tire shield or tire armor, whatever they call it, on another tire. We're going to see which lasts the longest. Two of them are considered coatings, and then tire paint is just tire paint. Shout out to Landon for getting me turned on to that. You need to check out his channel. It's Aqualux Auto Detailing. I'll put that down there in the description. He loves the Dupli-Color tire paint. It's $6.99 a can. You can't really beat it for the price point, but we're going to see what it does up against Adam's tire coating and Optimum's tire coating. I'm going to be prepping each tire with, let's see where it's at, Black Magic Bleach White. It's a super strong cleaner. The tires will probably look a little brown. And then I'm going to prep them with a Crud Cutter TSP prepaid cleaner. Let that dry completely and then apply. That way we know each tire was cleaned the exact same way. That way that's controlled, and then we can see we could see how long the tire coatings last. We're gonna go for I personally like a shinier dressing on the tire. I think it just makes it pop more. It's totally personal preference. That's just how I like it. So we're gonna add a couple layers of each to achieve that. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, show you the tire, and then we're gonna get started. You can see this tire is pretty dirty. Browning a little bit from the previous tire shine I had on it. I know my hubcaps are completely destroyed. But you can see they're pretty dirty. This is what I'm gonna be using to clean them. We're gonna let that soak in for a minute. You can see it's already starting to turn brown. This stuff's not diluted at all, super strong. Usually I use Brake Buster diluted 4:1, but I wanna make sure these are super clean, so we're gonna go with this full strength cleaner. Let it dwell for a little bit, and I'm just gonna scrub it with my brush. Sorry about the movement. My hose is screwed up too, so we're gonna try to get this to work. This is a pain in the butt. Here is rejuvenating the ceramic coating that's on this car. It's the original shield from Dallas Paint Correction. It's a Dallas Paint Correction shield. I'm using Chemical Gas Hydro Suds as a car wash soap, and then I'll be using one layer of Dallas Paint Correction Armor, full strength. Let it sit for about 24 hours, and then a layer of Kingsguard. After that, let that sit for about 24 hours, and just trying to rejuvenate the coating on here, get as much durability out of it as we can. You can see the tire here is almost dry. There's a little bit of browning, but that will go away once we clean it with the pre-paint cleaner and start applying the coating. So this is the second step of cleaning the tire. This is the pre-paint cleaner by Crud Cutter. Brian from Apex Detail. I saw him use this before on a tire shine experiment, so that's why I started using this, and I haven't looked back since. Basically, I'm just going to spray it on and just wipe it off, let it dry, and then apply the Dupli-Color tire paint to the two tires in the front, this side, one on that side, and then the Adams will be on the driver's side back, and the Optimum will be on the passenger side back. This is what the tire looks like after the pre-paint cleaner. Hey, this is what 4 coats looks like of the Dupli-Color tire paint. You can see it has a real nice sheen. I just put it on Not much on the gloves. It's completely dry, so you're not going to get any sling. I put 2 coats on, sprayed it. Now, you are going to get overspray, so I used acetone. Clean up some of the overspray. I just took the hubcap off, sprayed it, put the hubcap back on. I did have to wipe some overspray off in here. It's not a big deal. It's my daily driver, so I'm not worried about it. But you can see how nice that tire looks. 4 coats. I did 2, rolled the tires, did 2 more. It's probably a little excessive, but I really like that sheen, so that's what I went with. Let's get on to the tire armor and Optimum tire coating. Here's the first coat of the Optimum tire protection and coating. According to the instructions, just clean the tire like we did. Apply TPC to the surface evenly, working it into the surface. When first applied, it will have a blue tint, which it did, and it will dry to black. For glossier appearance, apply a second coat after 30 to 60 minutes. Allow 4 hours before getting wet. So 4 hours, the cure time. I will roll these tires, put a second coating on after about an hour. This is what the Adams tire looks like. For the instructions on this, dispense 4-5 sprays tire armor into the tread block, covering the majority of the surface area. Spray Adams tire armor into a block applicator. Apply evenly across the tire face, tread block, ensuring to ensure proper leveling of the application. Allow 5 to 7 minutes to dry to the touch. For increased gloss, wait 10 to 15 minutes. Apply an additional coat. Reapply as needed. It also says common sense warning. Adams tire coating is a semi-permanent coating for rubber tires. Over-applying can cause drips in the final result. Be sure to work the product thoroughly into the surface and allow proper drying time. Adams tire coating is not a conventional tire dressing. Spraying on and walking away will result in uneven coverage that will need to be removed before reapplication. So I didn't do the 5 to 7 sprays. I just soaked the tire. I think that's why it looks super glossy already. So we're going to go a little bit lighter on the second coat just so it levels it out. Once again, I'm going to roll the tire, apply a second coat. It's been about 4 minutes, so I'm going to wait another 3 or 4. And then apply the second coat to this and let it cure. All right, so this is the second coat on the Adams tire. It's been about an hour, I would say, since I put the second coat on, so it should be fairly dry, and it is. We're going to let them cure for 4 hours. I know the Dupli-Color tire paint is already cured, but the Optimum takes about 4 hours to cure, so I'm going to let Adams cure 4 hours as well. But it looks pretty good. I still think the Dupli-Color tire paint has more gloss. Definitely does. But if you like a matter looking tire, that looks good as well. Or you can just put less coats of the Dupli-Color tire paint. Gonna move over to the Optimum tire. This has a second coat on it. Once again, it needs 4 hours. The second coat on it, just to increase gloss, durability, needs 4 hours to cure, like the bottle said. We're gonna follow those directions. I think this looks like the Adams tire, to be honest. And once again, I still think, I like gloss. That's how I am. I still think Dupli-Color tire paint is taking the check on that one. We'll see what happens in future weeks with durability. I know Landon is getting he's at like 9 or 10 weeks right now on his Dupli-Color tire paint on his personal truck that he drives. I'm hoping to get, I live in Ohio, he lives in Texas. I'm hoping to get the same results in Ohio, even though it's, rougher roads, we have salt, rough winters, harsh environment, stuff like that. It's March, so it's not as harsh now, but we still get a fair amount of rain. And by fair, I mean a lot. Today it was a nice day, but it's going to rain probably the rest of the week, the next 5 days or so. I'll let you guys be the judge. Personal preference, Dupli-Color tire paint, $6.99, 8 ounces of the Optimum tire coating, $15.99, and the Adams tire coating is $22, I believe. So we'll see how the durability goes. Stay tuned for the following episodes on the durability of these coatings. And thanks for watching another episode of Hookers TV. I know it's a little bit changed pace today from the fishing and the hunting. But I have a couple ideas. I own my own detailing business, Lugnut's Car Care, and I have a couple of video ideas I'd like to share. So just stay tuned in the future. Like, subscribe. Take it easy, guys.